everyone, welcome to another episode of The Walk. My name's Gareth, I'm with Phil again,
Oh, yeah.
And we're joined by Vinny. It's been a while since we've seen Vinny, not since Bristol.
No, been a while.
Welcome back, mate. We are in the village of Hayfield, which is in Derbyshire, and we're going to walk the Hayfield Branch, which was part of the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway, and also the Midland Railway. It was run as a joint line. So we're going to follow that down all the way into the town of New Mills and see what remains of this beautiful little branch line. Okay, so usual drill, get Google Maps up. This is where we are now in this car park. This was once Hayfield Station. We're going to follow it all the way down the valley until we get to New Mills. So it doesn't look it now, but this was once quite a significant sized station with a goods yard and all that kind of stuff. You can see the church there, so I'm hoping if I can find some old photos, I might be able to sort of marry that up with the site. Now all that's left really is this big retaining wall. Apart from that, it's all gone, unfortunately, but we can get on the track bed and we're hoping to find lots of remains. It's only a couple of miles, but hopefully there'll be quite a lot en route. And then when we get to New Mills, we've got tunnels and mills, hence the name, all sorts going off when we get there. So there we go, the Set Valley Way. It's called the Set Valley Way because of...
It's set in its ways, isn't it?
Oh, very good. That was quick. Well done, mate. It's the river, isn't it?
It's river, yeah.
The river set. That was good, Phil. You took me by surprise there. You caught me off guard. So this railway was opened in 1868, as I say, by the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway in conjunction with the Midland Railway, and it was built coming off that Hope Valley line, which is all still open now, to come up to Hayfield, basically to serve a couple of villages and also serve some mills. And actually in 1903 it went even further to basically build Kinder Reservoir, which is just next to Kinder Scout, if you've seen that enormous hill. It doesn't take long and we're basically out into the sticks now. I mean, you've got the main road up there, but apart from that it's all countryside. Guys, this looks quite wide. It's a single line though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a single line. I mean, obviously it fanned out at Hayfield Station and it had a good yard, and the other station down here was definitely a single line because it only had a single platform and a little goods shed, so I'm not quite sure why it's so wide.
Yeah, but it is, yeah.
Having on trails that are double track that you can only walk down.
Yeah. So I was looking, thinking, is that an original crossing gate? I don't think it is, although that could be the crossing keeper's house. It's someone's private house though, so I'm going to give it a wide. But oh, mate! That is original.
Yeah, isn't that where they were a phone?
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe. Well, they're original, aren't they? They're solid concrete, aren't they? Yes, mate. But that is a wee little beauty, and I reckon that is the crossing keeper's house. That it looks just like that, doesn't it? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was that a communication to get in touch with a signalman or whatever. I don't know.
Possibly,
You know.
yeah.
Could well have been, yeah. Nice little find that. Phil's just said it's called Slacks Crossing.
Yeah, I just remembered that it's called Slacks Crossing.
There you go.
Because of that sign.
Because of the sign. Now the reason why I guess there's like communication box and stuff like that for a phone is this stayed open until 1970, which is quite late, isn't it? Because it was listed under those beaching cuts that we talk about all the time, you know, closed down so many railways across the United Kingdom. This was supposed to be closed, and so was the Hope Valley line, which is the main line that this joins. Now the Hope Valley line survived, but this unfortunately went, but not till 70. Oh, it's starting to open up now. The thing is about these railways, as Phil was just saying to me here, like they're stunning, the you know, visuals and stuff, but actually you can't see that much because of all the trees. But when you come out, look at that, mate. Incredible. And actually all these trees, I'm not sure what that bridge is there, piping over, these trees wouldn't have been here, because obviously that would have caused a nightmare for the permanent way gang and stuff. Do you know what I mean? If you've got leaves on the line all the time, they'd have you know, caused havoc. So this is Birch Vale Reservoir. Looks beautiful. All the geese and stuff, and there's people fishing and stuff as well. Now Birch Vale is the one intermediate station, so hopefully we're probably not too far from that, and we'll see what remains of it, if anything. Hopefully something. So far, in terms of remains, we're clinging on to retaining walls, guys.
Never know.
Yeah, it's better than no. And it's a beautiful day for a walk. But there are bridges and tunnels at some point. So it appears that we're at Birch Vale station. Right, you're going to have to explain this to me then, Phil, because at the moment I'm confused.
Well, I would say that this area there on your right was the single platform of Birch Vale.
Here, okay.
Yep. And then if you look to your left, there used to be a good shed just sat there, which is explained it's open void.
Oh yeah, it's opened. Oh yeah, you can see it's opened out.
And creeping behind there could be the station master's house.
Right, it certainly looks like it could. You can't see, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to come round on the street and have a look. There you go, well spotted, Vinny. It was hidden away under the leaves, but yeah, Birch Vale Station. Now, if you come up here, I'll come onto the street. Oh, cheers, Vinny. Thanks, mate. Obviously, it's a private house now, so I'll just come across the road and just show you. Look at that. Now, that's the station master's house, if ever you've seen one. Beautiful. So we're making our way down the hill now. Obviously, the railway wouldn't have done that. You would need some serious brakes. So they've obviously filled. Someone should put a mind the step sign on that. Mate, this would have been the station then. So through there in the foliage, that's the station. You can't, there's nothing to it. It's annoying. And it would have come over the top here then, lads, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A bridge over here. Oh God, I just realised I'm blinding you, sorry. And straight back onto the track bed there. Oh, mate, that's annoying. So we think actually, at that point, it chucked us off the track bed. And actually we're walking up the hill now, and we might be a little bit more. Yeah, here we go. So that's the path, that's the Set Valley Way. This is going to be the track bed, isn't it? There, it's higher in it, so it's going bosh over that bridge, what would have been that bridge. And then I'm imagining those two are going to join in a sec. The weather is stunning. I know I'm blinding you sometimes, I apologise for that, but it is beautiful out here in the Peak District. Now, this railway stayed open until 1970, as I said, and at first, even though it's very rural, it did a roaring trade. So when it first opened in 1868, obviously it served the mills and it served the local villages. And then further into the late Victorian times, people started getting out walking and enjoying Kinder Scout and all the other hills around here and stuff, and so it had lots and lots of traffic. Then, for whatever reason, after the Second World War, that traffic dropped off, so I don't know if people just stopped exploring the countryside for a bit, I don't know. What are you thinking then, Phil? We're eventually getting to blind territory, but to track bed height then, where that geyser is.
It's there, yeah.
That's about it then. So I'm not sure what that whole dip was about, whether that's kind of just, you know, old bridges and things,
Yeah,
do you
but
think,
I
perhaps?
think it's possible that byway they just went across us might have been a bit more beef in the old days.
Yeah.
So that might have been
A bridge.
A little bridge. It might have been just a very small one, but you know.
Old map job.
Yep.
So New Mills, where we're going to end the walk, was originally a tiny little hamlet called Bowden Middlecale, and it was only when a lot of coal mines started opening in the area. Now we're talking like 30-40 coal mines, little ones, but still a hell of a lot. That's when people started coming to the area. Then all the mills exploded, the earliest ones coming in like the 1300s, and that's how it got its name. Originally New Milne and then New Mills, and it ended up with two stations, and the one we're going to end this walk today is New Mills Central. We've got another crossing and another crossing keeper's house, obviously private, so I'm not going to go too mad, but these are original. Mate, it's been pretty sparse so far, but like I say, the nearer we get to New Mills, I'm hoping for more, but still, it's something. This is an old cobbled street as well. We don't know what's going off here, do we, Phil?
Well, was it the site of a crossing or was it a bridge? Because you know they've landscaped a lot of this trail, haven't they? And it's really deceiving. And I honestly actually don't know.
No, it's a difficult one.
Or was this bridge? This might have been a road put in at a later date. It was never anything.
Yeah, well, there is that because the houses are new builds.
Yeah.
Old map job again. So the track bed is now going across here.
Yep.
So it's, yeah, I think that might be a level crossing, mate. I'm basing the opinion of a level crossing on absolutely nothing. What's weird though, given this went in 1970, which is quite a late one, a lot of the railways we walk have gone in the 60s or sometimes even earlier. But Phil was telling me that actually they landscaped this into a walkway basically immediately, so it's not like the line sat disused and abandoned and you know, became overgrown and rotted away for 20 years, which sometimes happens. They were basically track, ballast, out of the way, walkway. We've got a bridge! At last we've got a bridge, but we're above it. We need to get below it so you can see it. There you go, you get your wish, Phil.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for the last half an hour.
Praying for a bridge, but we can't actually see it, so we basically need to try and get down somehow. We've got access. I'm not normally this excited about a single bridge, but I am today. There we go, beautiful. Sound like Bernard Manning then. Beautiful. Or was it Bernard Matthews? Which one's the turkey drumstick guy? Beautiful. Look at that. See, they've got a new, maybe it wouldn't have even had that on it, the you know, the fencing, because they didn't always. Phil's got his wish. This doesn't make much sense, Phil.
Well, no,
we've come all the way down. Bear in mind, this is a railway, ladies and gentlemen, and then it just carries on going. So was there a viaduct that went across New Mills?
It must have been a bridge, it's got to have been.
So we're dropping and dropping and dropping, but at some point it's got to come back up to get to track bed level to go through this tunnel and into New Mills Central Station. So I don't understand why they've done so much excavation work when they've turned this into a footpath. Why not just leave it? It's confused me. So this must have been a bridge going underneath, Phil.
Definitely. So look at how much of this embankment's been taken away. It's unbelievable.
It's mad. So this is dropping down. You can see where it drops down to get underneath the railway. The railway's obviously up above us. Mate, mind you, we are in Derbyshire, and Derbyshire is hella hilly, to be fair. I just don't understand why you take it away, why you wouldn't just leave it and have a nice flat footpath. Another bridge, Phil! Yeah. Mate, this is a serious bridge. Okay, right, it's infilled this side to the left, so that's where we've come from, so let me run. There's a kid with a very noisy bag of cricket kit. There's the track bed there, so he's going underneath here. There's a hubcap, I don't know if that's Victorian. And if we come across, I'm wondering if it drops off the other side. Phil's asking the question, is the arch going to save the video? Drum roll. Okay, I'm confused. What is... The bridge has got to be there then.
Well, what's this here then? There's an arch here.
This is just a retaining wall, isn't it?
It's there.
Oh, mate. Right. Should have gone to Specsavers.
Trying to scupper our video by hiding.
There we go. It really is hiding as well.
Yeah, it's folded up, look.
Yeah. So the track bed is quite a way beneath us then.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Okay, right. In which case, let's carry on going and try and reach that tunnel mouth. Okay, so we're back maybe on the track bed. We're not sure, are we, guys? Because the car park has kind of swallowed it up a little bit. What we're looking out for now then is a tunnel mouth. Now when we get to that, obviously we can have a look at it, but we can't get in it unfortunately because the other side of it is an active line. But once you get to the other side, you can get a view of it from New Mill Station. Yes, Phil. Yes, Vinny. I've blinded the audience, but... There. What's the logic with that then, Vinny?
So the signal's easier to read because it's on the white background.
Is that why they do it?
Yeah.
Mate, makes total sense. So there's the signal there then. Mate. Beautiful, wow. Oh wow, and there's the tunnel. Look at this, this is epic. So it was sparse for remains for a while, but totally worth waiting for that. This is a beautiful gorge as well. I'm hoping I can get a half decent view of it actually. Well, I can see it, it's whether I can get you to see it. There you go, look at that. The water flowing down. I'm not sure what that would be, whether that's the set. I imagine that is the set, because you've got the River Goyt goes through New Mills as well. Here we go. Vinny's got the torch ready. So obviously the track is raised here. Oh mate, it's got a brick wall as well. Reminds me of Gordon.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they
Oh yeah.
they trapped him in there, didn't they?
It's still there, yeah.
What's in there? The track?
Track's there, yeah.
Oh mate.
They flamed rolling there.
I'm not sure I'd risk it. But that's epic. Awesome. New Mills Tunnel. Oh, mate, that's beautiful. So you can basically see the end of it as well, can't you? Pretty much. You see there's a little turn at the end. Now there is a theory why this closed, but Phil doesn't think that it holds water. What's the theory, Phil?
The theory is that they blame the upkeep of this tunnel as being a contributory factor for the closure of the line, but if you think about it, it's flawed because up until probably way into the 80s it was used to store overnight stabling of the DMU that would have run the service from Manchester to New Mills. He just popped it in, and that's probably why the track's still in there.
Got ya.
So therefore, if the tunnel upkeep was the problem, so why was the stabling DMUs in there for years and years afterwards? Obviously the tunnel was fine.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that it's still there now and still open, you've got a road going over the top and houses on top. Someone was fibbing. Before we go to New Mills Central Station, Phil's just spotted something. So in between that bridge, you know, we went under the bridge and then we looked at the tunnel. Well, in between the two, the line goes over the top. That's where we've been walking. And look at this. That's serious, isn't it? I wonder, it must have... Did it have an embankment on it then? Because it's only a single line, but that is one hell of a wide... That's a tunnel, not a bridge, isn't it?
Well, we see it before, don't we, sometimes when we go through a structure thing. How many tracks are on this? It turns out only one.
Yeah.
Just because of the embankment that's probably been built on top of it maybe on this occasion.
Yeah, looks epic though. Whoa! He's having the time of his life. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll walk up over, because New Mills, as you can see from the drone footage, is way up there. And obviously we can't get through that tunnel, so we're going to go over the top and then down the other side. So we've come over the top now, just over New Mills basically. I can't think why they called it New Mills. There is the mouth of the tunnel. So this is the line, and there it goes. Now we're going to try and see if we can come down and get a better view if we can. There we go, there's the signal box, New Mills Central. Little station as well. It's not a big station, but it's lovely, old school. Okay, now let's see if we look back. There we go, you can see the two portals of the tunnel. So the one on the left is the one going off to Hayfield, where we've just come from. Unbelievable engineering. What was this, 1868 to 1970? So, do you know what I mean, 102 years. It's not long, given the amount of effort that would have gone into building this. Right, well let's end the walk on the platform, shall we? Why not? So that's how you would have got in back in the day, maybe. Beautiful. So where are we going in that direction? Stockport?
Yeah.
And in that direction we're going to Buxton, is that right?
No, Sheffield.
Sheffield. And there you go, that's an even better view there, look. Would have gone bosh, off into the hill, under New Mills, and away. So that's us, thank you so much for watching. Nice one, guys. Enjoyed that, just a short stomp. It looked like it was starved of remains, but in the end,
We found some.
we found some, it delivered. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.